Our planet is home to countless wonders, but some of its rarest creatures are vanishing before our eyes. These animals are not just curiosities, they are vital to the balance of life, and their loss weakens the entire ecosystem. Join us as we explore the world's most elusive animals and the urgent fight to save them. In the shimmering blue waters of the Gulf of California, a rare and enchanting creature glides just beneath the surface, the Vaquita. Often called the panda of the sea for its distinctive dark eye rings and gentle expression, this tiny porpoise is a symbol of both beauty and fragility in our oceans. The Vaquita is not only the smallest cetacean in the world, but also the most elusive, rarely seen by even the most dedicated marine biologists. Tragically, it is also the world's most endangered marine mammal, teetering on the very edge of extinction. With their numbers dwindling at an alarming rate, the Vaquita's future hangs by a thread. Today, fewer than a dozen vaquitas are believed to remain. These shy and sensitive animals have become unintended casualties of illegal gill nets, which are set in the water to catch the totawaba fish. The totawaba's swim bladder is highly prized on the black market, fueling a dangerous trade that threatens the entire ecosystem. When vaquitas become entangled in these nearly invisible nets, they are unable to reach the surface to breathe. Many drown silently, their lives cut short by human greed and indifference. Each loss brings the species closer to vanishing forever. In a race against time, conservationists and scientists are working tirelessly to save the last vaquitas. They use advanced acoustic monitoring equipment to detect the porpoises' faint clicks and track their movements, hoping to protect them from harm. These efforts go hand in hand with outreach to local communities, encouraging fishermen to remove deadly gill nets and adopt safer, sustainable practices. Community meetings and education are vital in building trust and cooperation for the vaquita's survival. The fate of the vaquita is a stark reminder of how our choices and actions ripple through the natural world, affecting not just one species, but entire habitats and the delicate balance of marine life. Saving the vaquita is more than a conservation challenge. It is a test of our collective will to protect the most vulnerable among us, and to ensure that future generations inherit a world rich with wonder and diversity. As we look into the gentle eyes and faint smile of the vaquita, we are reminded that every species has a story worth saving. Their silent plea from the deep calls us to action before it's too late. Deep in Java's Ujung Kulon National Park, the Javan rhinoceros, clad in armor-like skin and bearing a single horn, clings to survival. Once widespread, relentless hunting and habitat loss have left fewer than 80 individuals, all in one park. This makes them dangerously vulnerable to disease or disaster. Conservationists patrol the park and are working to establish a second population, a risky but vital step. The Javan rhino's future depends on these efforts to secure its last strongholds. Its survival is a race against time and chance. The fate of a species hangs in the balance. In the misty Annamite mountains of Vietnam and Laos, the saola, known as the Asian unicorn, remains one of the world's most mysterious mammals. Discovered only in 1992, it has rarely been seen alive. Its biggest threat, thousands of wire snares set for other animals, turning its forest home into a deadly maze. With no saola in captivity and only a handful left in the wild, conservationists are racing to remove snares and protect its habitat. Capturing one for a breeding program is a last hope. The saola is a symbol of wildness we may lose before we truly know it. Deep within the vast, snow-blanketed forests of Russia, where icy winds whisper through ancient trees and the landscape stretches endlessly, a rare and elusive creature moves silently. Across the border into China, the Amur leopard, considered the rarest of all big cats, prowls with a grace and beauty that is almost mythical. This magnificent animal is a true ghost of the forest, rarely seen by human eyes. Its pale, thick winter coat, adorned with unique rosettes, is perfectly adapted to the harsh, frigid climate. The dense fur keeps it warm during the long, unforgiving winters, while the pattern provides camouflage among the snow and shadows. Tragically, this very beauty has made the Amur leopard a prime target for poachers, who covet its luxurious pelt. For decades, illegal hunting and the demand for fur drove the species to the edge of extinction. But poaching wasn't the only threat. Widespread habitat loss from logging and development, as well as a decline in prey like sika deer, left the leopards with little food and shrinking territory. the forests grew quieter, and the leopard's numbers dwindled. By the early 2000s, the situation was dire. Fewer than 30 Amur leopards remained in the wild, teetering on the brink of extinction. Conservationists feared the world might soon lose this extraordinary cat forever. But hope was not lost. Intensive conservation efforts began, including the creation of protected areas like the land of the Leopard National Park, increased anti-poaching patrols, and habitat restoration projects. Dedicated teams worked tirelessly, tracking leopards, monitoring their health, and ensuring their safety. Thanks to these efforts, the Amur leopard population has slowly climbed to over 100 individuals. It's a fragile recovery, but it proves that determined action and international cooperation can make a real difference for even the most endangered species. The Amur leopard story is one of hope against overwhelming odds, a testament to resilience, both of nature and of those who fight to protect it. Yet, the journey is far from over. The future of the Amur leopard remains uncertain. Every single individual is precious, and continued vigilance is essential to ensure that this remarkable cat survives for generations to come. On remote, predator-free islands scattered across New Zealand, a remarkable story of survival unfolds each night beneath the ancient forest canopy. Here lives the kakapo, the world's only flightless nocturnal parrot. A bird so unique that it seems almost mythical, surviving against all odds in a world that has changed dramatically around it. With its mossy green feathers that blend perfectly with the forest floor and an owl-like face that gives it an air of quiet wisdom, the kakapo is a marvel of evolution, perfectly adapted to a life in the shadows. Unlike most birds, the kakapo's breeding is tied to the rare and unpredictable fruiting of the native rimu tree, meaning years can pass between successful nesting seasons, making every chick a precious addition to the population. Its ground nesting habits, once safe in a land without mammalian predators, became a deadly vulnerability after the arrival of stoats, rats, and cats, which decimated their numbers and pushed the species to the brink of extinction. By the 1990s, the situation was dire. Only 51 kakapos remained, scattered and aging, their future hanging by a thread. In response, a dedicated team of conservationists launched an ambitious rescue mission, relocating every surviving kakapo to predator-free sanctuaries and monitoring each bird with painstaking care. Today, every kakapo is known by name, their health and breeding closely managed with hands-on conservation efforts, including hand-rearing chicks and innovative fertility treatments, boosting the population to over 200 individuals. The kakapo's recovery is a testament to human dedication, scientific ingenuity, and the power of hope, showing what's possible when people unite to save a species on the edge. Each kakapo released back into the wild is a symbol of resilience, a beacon of hope for the world's most unique and vulnerable creatures. Saving the kakapo means preserving a living link to New Zealand's ancient past, a piece of evolutionary history that, thanks to tireless conservation, still has a future. In Sumatra's rainforests, the Sumatran orangutan, one of our closest relatives, faces extinction. Their slow reproduction and strong mother-offspring bonds make them especially vulnerable. Rampant deforestation for palm oil and illegal pet trade have decimated their numbers. Conservationists are rescuing, rehabilitating, and reforesting to give them a fighting chance. The orangutan's future depends on protecting their forest home. Their survival is in our hands. The Yangtze giant soft-shell turtle, the world's largest freshwater turtle, is nearly extinct. Once revered in legend, it's now the victim of habitat destruction, pollution, and overhunting. The last known female died in 2019, leaving only a few males. Scientists search desperately for any surviving females in the wild, using environmental DNA. The discovery of one could mean a last chance for the species. Its story is a warning of how quickly even legendary creatures can vanish. Time is running out. In central Queensland, the northern hairy-nosed wombat, once nearly wiped out, now numbers over 300. These burrowing marsupials were pushed to the edge by habitat loss and competition with livestock. Intensive conservation, including predator-proof fencing and a second population site, has sparked a fragile recovery. Every wombat is monitored and protected. Their story shows that even the rarest mammals can bounce back with focused effort. But their future remains precarious. Vigilance is key. The Philippine eagle, with its massive wingspan and regal crest, rules the rainforest canopy. Its slow reproduction and need for vast, undisturbed forests make it highly vulnerable. Rampant deforestation and illegal shooting have left only a few hundred pairs. Conservationists breed, rehabilitate, and work with local communities to protect remaining habitats. Saving the eagle means saving the last great forests of the Philippines. Its survival is tied to the fate of its kingdom. The king of birds needs our help. In a tiny Indian forest, the Goody sapphire tarantula dazzles with its metallic blue. This arboreal spider is threatened by habitat loss and illegal collection for the pet trade. Its entire world is less than 100 square kilometers. Protecting its last habitat and cracking down on illegal trade are urgent. The Goody sapphire's plight shows that even the smallest, most beautiful creatures are at risk. Conservation must include all life, not just the large and charismatic. Every species matters. We've met some of the rarest animals on Earth, each a testament to nature's wonder and fragility. Their survival depends on our choices and actions. Supporting conservation, spreading awareness, and protecting habitats can make a real difference. Which animal surprised you most? Share your thoughts below and help spread their stories. Together, we can be better guardians of our shared home.